Hey guys, so you've probably heard by now, I'm sure, it flooded Facebook like 2 minutes after it happened. Um, but if you don't know, the on Friday, the actor Chadwick Boseman passed away, and I just wanted to take a few minutes just to, I don't know, talk about him, and honor him a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Chadwick Boseman played a variety of roles, but the most well known one is that he played Black Panther in the Marvel universe, and he was in four of them. He was in um, Captain America: Civil War, the last two Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, and then obviously the standalone movie Black Panther. And he's also played a lot of other roles. He was in a movie where he played Thurgood Marshall. He was in 42, where he played Jackie Robinson. And he was also, most recently, I believe his last role was in The Five Bloods, which, if you see my review, you know about that. And, I can't think of a role that I've seen this man in that wasn't inspiring. Every movie he played in, he played like like a legitimate symbol of hope. And it wasn't even like forced. It was just he was. And the the reason, again, if you don't know the story of what happened, the reason that he passed away at a young age of 43 is because he was dealing with battling with colon cancer for 4 years. And that means that he was battling colon cancer throughout the entire time that he was Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That means that throughout all these other movies he's been in, he was battling colon cancer. He went to the White House to, what was it, to teach children, or play baseball with children when he was sponsoring 42. Uh, and or because he was in 42. I think at that point, 42 had been out for a couple of years, but he did all of these things while battling colon cancer, and I never noticed that he, any change, physical change. He always looked positive and outgoing, and he just gave light to people. I mean, I have not been so shocked all year, and that's saying something for this year. But my brother told me, and I was like this close to falling asleep, and then I like shot up in my bed, and I shit you not, 2 seconds later, a friend of mine called me, and without any context, she just said, "Is this real?" And it didn't feel real. Like, it's one of those that definitely just shouldn't have happened. It's it's so weird. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes, just to talk about him, because he especially for the Black community, especially, was such a ray of hope and inspiration, and a reflection of, this is who we are. You know, obviously, I can't speak from experience, but just speaking on, behalf of what I've seen from a lot of my other friends who are Black and who have spoken out on how this made them feel and how Black Panther made them feel. Um, it was a good portrayal, pretty much everything that he played, not just Black Panther, because it showed Black people in a movie that wasn't about slavery or drug use or something really conflicting like that, or just harping on the fact that slavery happened, which obviously, you don't want to be like it didn't happen, but like, I know there's a lot of people who are tired of Black representation in movies being only for that. And so the fact that he played all of these characters who were inspiring and broke out of, the mold, and were just up to literally a superhero. It was just so awesome. I mean, I'm gonna do an MCU movie thing at some point, but I want to just say that, I mean, Black Panther, while it wasn't my favorite of the MCU movies, I think it is one of the most important. It was one of the most important movies of the last decade, honestly, because honestly, maybe ever. I mean, just because it was probably the first. I think it was the first movie, like main blockbuster movie that really people knew about, that was an all black cast except for two people, and really again just showed just the other sides of black people, and the Wakandan culture. Got everybody just so hyped up and just empowered, and they could be passionate about who they were. And he played it with such charisma, and Chadwick Boseman in general was just so charismatic, and just he was just so relaxed and chill. You would never have known. This man put on a smile for all these years and never said a word. And then after doing all this for other people, just went to rest. And yeah, he was an amazing guy and wonderful actor. And I strongly recommend that you do watch Black Panther, but I really recommend that you watch 42. I really loved that movie. He was great in that movie. There's one specific scene where he like breaks a bat, and it was really powerful, and like of the frustration, in that moment. But yeah, so I just wanted to take a couple minutes and talk about him. Let me know in the comments, your thoughts. Let me know what you loved about Chadwick Boseman, and can still continue to love. And yeah, just you never know what someone's going through. You know, um, apparently there was a video that he made a couple years ago where he didn't look too great, and people were making fun of him. And obviously now we know why. He didn't look healthy, and so you never know. So just be kind to people, and just always assume that they're going through something you don't know about, you know. So be kind to people, and keep Chadwick Boseman right in the middle.